Yo, what's up guys? Chase the Bro here, and welcome back to another Dark Souls 3 weapon showcase. Today we're going to be taking a look at the Black Knight Sword, which, in my opinion, is one of the top tier quality weapons, and may even be the best quality weapon. Now, don't go jumping on me saying it's not the best quality weapon, it's just my opinion, and let me just give you some key facts as to why I believe it may be. So first, let's get into the actual stats of the weapon. So the Black Knight Sword has a C scaling in strength and a D scaling in dexterity. Now, while that doesn't seem very amazing because when you refine a few weapons, they get a BB in strength and dex, its damage output is fairly similar to those of refined weapons. 560 isn't the highest AR, and the weapon itself cannot be buffed. But what the weapon does have that no other sword has is the Perseverance weapon art. Now, this thing gives you unlimited poise, no one's going to knock you out of it when you do it, and you're guaranteed 2 R1s if you become good at timing when to use the weapon art. As well, the weapon art increases your damage absorption, although it is for a slight period of time. Notice it go up right there. See, normally it's 23, boom, it jumps to 57, then 34, and it gradually goes back down to normal. Now, because of that, you're able to tank hits from your opponent when you know that you can slash with your 2 R1s through it. And with an AR of 560, you're going to do around like 350 to 400 damage depending on your opponent's absorption. So you're guaranteed like 700 damage right there if you become great at using the weapon art. As for the actual moveset of the Black Knight Sword, it is that of a standard greatsword, so its two-hand attacks are vertical slashes, which have some great distance and are amazing at roll catching. I cannot say enough about how amazing this is at roll catching. Its two-handed heavy attack is a horizontal slash, and it has some pretty good range, and once you initiate the attack you have good poise, so it's really easy to overpower an enemy's R1 with this attack. I often use it when they're running in for dash attacks, or if they're just spamming, it's great. Its one-handed moveset is the same as the other great swords as well. Its R1 is the horizontal slash, it has great range, and decent poise once you initiate the attack. And its one-handed R2 is yet another horizontal slash. So this weapon doesn't have any poke attacks, which I'm really okay with. Its rolling attack is even like a slam down attack. And overall, I really enjoy its moveset. It's simple, but it's very effective. So like I said, the key aspect of this weapon that makes it so amazing is the Perseverance. You can make a tank build out of this, and you're going to absorb so much damage when you do that weapon art, allowing you to trade with your 2 R1s or your R2 depending on how slow the weapon is that they're using. It's really up to you how you use it. So I'm just going to bring you into some PvP matches, that way you guys can judge for yourself how powerful this thing really is. Alright guys, so my first opponent appears to be wielding a straight sword at first glance. Yes, that is definitely the Ring Knight straight sword. So, my strategy against straight swords with this greatsword is not really to use the Perseverance weapon art because they have enough time to R1 you and roll away before you initiate your attack, so you're just going to take a hit for no reason. So, just kind of treat this battle like you would with any other greatsword. Use your R1s when they're most opportune. Try your best not to get parried. And really just use the weapon art if you feel like you have a chance. Like there, I thought he might be going to attack me, but he ended up trying to parry me. There, he's going to try to use the weapon art. He doesn't know what to do, so he's just spamming me with fire bombs, which is okay. I understand. This sword doesn't really have very many openings, so... And it's extremely hard to parry two-handed greatswords, in my opinion. I have terrible troubles with it. I cannot do it, so I see why this guy was having so many issues. Alright, let's see what this battle has in store for us. Our opponent is wielding the Gale's Greatsword. So this is a Greatsword versus a Greatsword match. Now, in this particular matchup, I definitely make use of the Perseverance attack, because the animation of the Greatsword takes long enough that I can connect my initial R1. The second one follows no matter what. I don't know what you're doing. But it's strange. And you can trade an R2 before he lands his R2. So overall, I don't know, this weapon is just really great with my playstyle. It might suit you guys as well. And I've won a great percentage of my battles with this weapon so far. Wow, we have a tank of a tank. He's got the Dragon Slayer armor shield and the Dragon Slayer axe. What a beast. Okay, so this will be really testing out my Perseverance. Let's see if I can trade that with this. And the answer, my friends, is yes. So no matter what, you have the poise to do whatever you like with that weapon art. And this thing is a god at roll catching. I don't even know what to say about it. GG. GG, my friend. This is quickly becoming my favorite weapon. Perfect, an ultra greatsword, the best matchup and the easiest one to take over with this particular weapon. So, when they go to do their initial R1s, use your weapon art because they give you more than enough time to power through them. Even their R2s are going to cause less damage than your R1. A fully charged R2 might give you some trouble, but I'm pretty sure he charged that one a lot and it still gave me less damage because my absorption grows so high. It gets ridiculous. Why are you only using R2? That's my question. No matter who I play, they always end up backing up. I never get to be the defensive player. Always the aggressive one. But I guess it's just my playstyle. Alright, so we have a spear user. That's good. I kind of want to see all the different weapon types. That way I can explain my strategy for each of them to you guys. So because spears have a longer range and a fast attack animation, you want to get in really close before they initiate their attack and then use your perseverance. Do not just throw it around at a long range. They're probably not going to attack you that way regardless, so just try to charge in. Try to give them the advantage. They often like when you walk towards them vertically because their pokes are attacked that way, right? So when you're running around them in a circle, they're not often going to throw out their R1s. Oh, he used his shield. That was genius. I haven't had someone use that in a long time. Oh, that was an awful parry by me, by the way. There we go. And also, because they have longer range with the spear, try to trade more with your R2, because once you initiate it, you walk forward, and it has a little bit better range and more poise. So, yeah. Alright, now this is a creative matchup. He has a greatsword in one hand and a straight sword in the other. So, this will really test my capabilities. So I'm going to trade with the greatsword. Never trade with a straight sword, because they have enough time to attack and always get out of it. You just saw me fail. That's why that happened. And make use of your roll catches on this until they realize you're good at doing it. They're going to learn after the second time usually, but that's 2 guaranteed hits. So, it's really worth it. And if they pull out the straight sword, I definitely recommend pulling out the one-handed moveset. I find it to be not very much faster, but it's much easier to unlock on and dead angle them and just hit around you. It's easier to catch a straight sword user when you're using it one-handed. Alright, our opponent is actually Hazel. So, I've honestly never fought the Hazel's pick with this weapon, but I'm pretty sure it's still going to prevail. So, because Hazel's pick has a pretty decent speed R1, I most likely won't be using the Perseverance weapon art when he goes to do his light attacks. Although, if he tries to cast a spell, that may work out in my favor. Although, he's going to be backpedaling most of the match. Okay, so it's when they go to parry that this weapon really shines, because, oh, GG. His leg, though. Oh. Our opponent is a faith/strength build, I'm assuming, because I'm just going to look out for the range on that weapon. Although this is a pretty slow weapon, so I can use the perseverance to my advantage. Once you know your opponent's weapon style, it really makes the battle a lot easier with this greatsword. Okay. So I'm just going to wait for him to attack, and then, oh, I did it a little bit late. I'm not the proest at it yet. There, now I'll get him. Oh, he also went for the second. And as well, the one-handed moveset is just as good. It covers a wider range of area with the light attack, and the heavy attack has decent range as well. Although when people backpedal like this, I hate fighting them. They're so annoying, so I'm going to lock off and try and disconnect him. There we go. As well, yeah, this is just a random PvP tip in general. If you're fighting someone that's backpedaling, try to run a little bit past them, unlock on, and attack where they're going to be. Most of the time, you're going to connect with them. Perfect, a glaive. Now, glaives have pretty amazing poise once they initiate their attack. So, I'm going to try to use my perseverance to my advantage with this particular weapon. There are some that I don't advise doing it with, but glaives have long range, and they have the poise on you, so I definitely recommend using it. He's going to try to trade with me. Yeah, perfect. Wow, what? I'm surprised he actually had time to roll out of that. Ah, we both were waiting for the attack to parry, but... Oh, GG. I really wasn't expecting a backstab right there. That was just straight up crazy. What the hell? Yet again, we have another Ring City Straight Sword user. Alright. So. I know he's definitely going to go for the weapon art. And that's what I'm going to try to trade. Two-hand your sword, man. I know you want to. Oh, we both did something really weird. I was just trying to straight up R2 right there, and that did not work out in my favor. And the God of Roll Catches returns. My God, this thing is amazing. Just get used to timing your R1s to do that, guys, and I swear to God, it'll work almost every time. A great percentage of the time. But I'm going to bring you over to see my stats now, guys. Alright, guys, so as for my build, I am a quality build, but notice I'm at soul level 101, and that's because once you hit the soft cap with strength and dexterity, you still have a huge health pool and a great stamina pool. So there's no real reason to go to a higher soul level. You don't get any advantages from going to 120 with this particular build. So you're just facing yourself to fight high level opponents for no real reason. This is when it's optimal at 101. And yeah, as you notice, I have 20 vitality. So I'm able to wear my favorite fashion souls. And I have the soft caps for strength and dex because that's where damage output becomes pretty dimpy per point after that. So I recommend stopping there. And as for my health pool as well, it's great. I have it at 35, but I am wearing the prisoner's chain, so it gives me the extra endurance and vitality and health that I need. I have my Black Knight Sword +5, which does 560, but it's not the AR that matters for this weapon. It's definitely the weapon art and the moveset. I got my Simple Cestus to give me my FP back slowly throughout my match. This is my iconic armor set. I love the way that it looks, so I wear it on most of my characters. The Ring of Favor +3 for extra HP, stamina, and equip load. Chlorine Ring +3, so I can keep attacking and have my stamina recover quickly. Prisoner's Chain for the reason that I said a second ago. And the Life Ring to further my health pool, because I do trade a lot with the weapon art, so I want a good health pool. And that's pretty much it for the weapon showcase, guys. Let me know how you feel about it. I never really used it until recently, and it's quickly jumped up to my top weapons. I love it so much. And if you guys enjoyed the video, then like the video. There is the like button right there and right there, depending on your device. Hit it. Also, follow me on Twitch. All of my streams from now on will most likely be there. I know a lot of my audience is on YouTube, but I kind of want to have my videos separate from my streams. And I will upload the highlights to YouTube afterwards as well, so you'll still be able to see them no matter what. Just they won't be 9-hour video uploads because those take a while. So, yeah. Follow me on Twitch, my bros. And as always, thank you for watching. Chase the bro out.